Hello, welcome back to Jeff Finnegan's Wake. I am Jeff, and I'm reading to you out there in the internet world the book, the novel, Finnegan's Wake by James Joyce, an Irishman of the utmost caliber. Written originally, published in 1939, but this copy embodies all the author's corrections, which apparently in some editions were footnotes, but in this edition, I guess, upon his death, they actually went and reincorporated it back into the original text. Not that you could tell anyway, so we're up to page number 12 of Jeff Finnegan's Wake. Here we go. Nope. Yep. You can ask a question if you want. It's just going to be in the thing. Like, the mic doesn't pick you up at all. But it will hear my response. Yes. Okay. That is fine. You ready? All right, page 12. Jeff Finnegan's Wake. For in the byways of high improvidence, that's what makes life working leaving, and the world's a cell for sitters to sit in. Let young windmen run away with the story, and let young men talk smooth behind the butler's back. She knows her night's duty while Lutnam sleeps. Did ye save any tin, says he. Did I what? With a grin, says she. And we all like a Mary Dan, because she is mercenary. Through the length of the land lies under liquidation flute, and there's ne'er a hair bow nor an eye bush on this glabrous piece of hair shift. Wartswelter, Lona Vesta, and hire some Pete, and search the shores of her cockles to heat, and she'll do all a tough woman can piff on the business on. Paff. To puff the blasness on, puff, puff. And even if Humpty shall fall frumpty, times is awkward again. In the beard's boozloom of all our grand remonstrancers, there'll be eggs for the breckers come to the mourn him, sunny side up with care. So true is it that there wears a turnover, the tay is wet too, and when you think you can catch sight of a hind, make sure but you've cocked him by a him. Then as she is on her behaviorite job of acquaintance bandy, fruiting for firstlings and taking her tithe, we may take our review of the two mounts to see nothing of the himples here as elsewhere, by sixes and sevens, like so many he-gills and collines. Sitnarunt, seat-breeched, and sans-patrique, in their swish-a-wish satins, and their taff-taff tights, playing Wharton's folly, at a tree purdy on the planko in the perk. Stand up, Mickos. Make straight for Minna's. By order, Nicholas Proud. We may see and hear nothing, if we choose, of the short-legged Bergens off Cork Hill, or the Bergmores of Arbor Hill, or the Bergangbols of Summer Hill, or the Bergensiles of Misery Hill, or the country-bossed Burgones of Constitution Hill, though every crowd has its several tongues, and every trade has its clever mechanics, and each harmonical has a point of its own, Oliph's on the rise, and Ivor's on the lift, and Siltrick's placed between them. But all they are all scraping along to sneeze out a likelihood that will solve and salve life's rebullious rebus, hopping round his middle like kippers on a griddle, as he lays dormant, for the macroborg of Holdhard to the microberg of Pied de Poudre. Behove this. And that is all we have to behove this day, because that was page 12 of Jeff Finnegan's Wake.